गोपाल जी की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। जय विष्णु पादपद्म परिव्राजकाचार्य श्रीष्मद अभय शरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। ISKCON बेबुटी संस्थापक आचार्य श्री डिवाइन ग्रेस श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। निताय गौर प्रणाम। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरक्षसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 First of all, I want to pay my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Sri Srimad Gaur Govinda Swami Srila Gurudev. And also I want to pay my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of ISKCON founder Acharya His Divine Grace, E.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj. Paying my obeisances at the lotus feet of Sadhu, Guru, Vaishnava and Acharyas. And also I want to pay my respectful obeisances to the Vaishnavas assembled here. By the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu, Sriman Nityananda Prabhu, and by all previous Acharyas, and by the special mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, especially from 6th canto, life history of Vritrasura. Yesterday we are hearing when Vritrasura repeatedly praying to Indra to kill him. But Indra, realizing Vritrasura's position, he don't want to kill. Indra don't want to kill and Vritrasura want to die. Why he want to die? Actually, what is the value of this life? We are not coming to this material world just for bodily enjoyment. We can see bodily enjoyment, bodily sense gratification is everywhere in every species. If we compare to other living entities, actually a human suffering more. He is suffering more. He is taking always stress. always in anxiety. Although other living entities, their consciousness is covered, they can't realize what is spiritual. But we have power. We have power to realize. This is the facilities in human life, which at least we can realize. But if someone develop attachment to material objects, interest in material objects, very difficult for him to realize spiritual things. It is better to die, like Narottam Thakur saying, "Kena ba che pran kirup kisukho lagia Narottam das kena nagela mari." What sort of happiness? For what sort of happiness I will be in this world? Better to die. Actually, when a devotee, a real devotee, when he have no chance to serve his spiritual master, no chance to serve his dear Lord, no chance to serve Vaishnavas, he feel as if like that, dead body. Although we are a living body, without spiritual, without service, without connection with Supreme Personality of God and His devotee, it's like dead matter. Actually, our suffering is like that. A sane man, he can realize, a sane man, an intelligent person, he can realize how without spiritual connection, his life is just like a dead, without spiritual connection. It is for common people who have to speak of pure devotees. Every moment they want to serve Krishna. Every moment of their life. They don't want to misuse or waste their valuable times. They don't want to misuse. They are always focusing on Krishna Seva, Krishna Bhakti. Like gopis. Same, like gopis are suffering. Why gopis are suffering? Krishna went to Dwarka, Krishna went to Mathura. Why Gopi Dev? At that time they were suffering. Why? Their suffering is only for one thing. We want to give pleasure to Krishna. This is their suffering. We want to give pleasure to Krishna. Now Krishna is in unhappiness. Thinking that thing they are suffering. They are suffering, not other suffering. Every moment of their lifespan they are thinking about Krishna's pleasure. When there is no chance for serving, they feel suffering. And a conditioned soul, every moment of his lifespan, he wants his own pleasure. He wants his own pleasure. I want some happiness. I want some happiness. But for a pure devotee, it's opposite. I want to give happiness. I want to give happiness. Without one moment serving Krishna, it is too difficult for me to keep this body. A pure devotee's mood is like that. Now we can understand all these things. When you get Guru Krishna's mercy, then you can know how to utilize time and energy. Now we are wasting our time and energy. When by Sadhu Guru's mercy, pure devotee's mercy, you can achieve some mercy, then you can realize how valuable time and energy. Every moment you want to realize, every moment you want to utilize these things. How can I use my time and energy in Guru and Krishna service? This is mercy's nature. Because now we have contact with material things. Our senses have contact with material objects. We are not realizing what is spiritual. Only our senses, they have, how can you say, from time immemorial, they have close contact with sense gratification. Therefore, over our senses, coverings are there. How many coverings? We can count less coverings over eye, over nose, over tongue. Knowledge acquiring senses actually are covered by the coverings, of material coverings. Why we want mercy? Why Vritrasura prayed, I want to become Dasanudas? Covering like over our intelligence, over our mind, over our eye, nose, ear. Material coverings are there. Even we are in front of the Lord, we are not feeling anything. We don't feel something. But when you see some pictures, like film pictures, in front of TV, immediately you feel something. Immediately you see senses giving some, how can you say, experience, reflections to your mind. Oh, this is good, this is bad. Immediately you feel some like reciprocations. Senses get immediately reciprocations. But the spiritual things, no, not reciprocation is coming. Not reciprocation is coming. Why Vritrasura wants to become servant of Lord? Why? Because we have to remove these coverings over our senses, and we have no power. We have no power to remove our conscience. We know what is good, but that we can't do. And we know what is bad, but that we cannot give up. We are so powerful. He's saying, I'm superhuman. We are so powerful. We know what is good, but we are unable to do it. But we know what is bad, unable to give up it. This is our strength. Human saying, I'm a very strengthy person. This is your strength. Realize. What is bad for you, you know, but you have no power to give up it. Why? Covering is there. Covering is mind, senses, intelligence, covering is there. You know this is good. No strength. Therefore you want to serve it pure devotees. Then you may ask question, when we serve the pure devotees, how this covering go out? How? Who lifted? A pure devotees, Krishna's devotees, who is connected with Krishna, you have Krishna's eternal power. Chit Shakti is there. This is material covering. You can lift it material covering, not by material energy. You understand? Why in the internet you can find all knowledges except mind control, sense control. They are giving some processes, but they are theoretical. In the internet you can find everything. In Google, Google. Everything except to control a human. No, this knowledge is not available anywhere. How to lift up these coverings? This knowledge you can't find, because this is material knowledge. All are material knowledge. And material knowledge you cannot help to your material mind, or you cannot remove coverings. So spiritual things is required. So what is these spiritual things? Eternal Chit Shakti, called eternal potency. And who connected with Parampara system through Krishna. How eternal energy is coming? Where it is coming? From Guru Tattva. Eternal energy coming from Guru Tattva. Who is the original Guru? Original Guru. Krishna and Guru Tattva coming from. Then Balram, Radharani, Nityananda Prabhu, Guru Tattva is there. Radharani and Nityananda Prabhu. You understand? Two Guru Tattva. Nityananda Prabhu is original Guru Tattva and Radharani also original Guru Tattva. Who is the original Guru Tattva? Both? For us Nityananda. Nityananda, when Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, that means Guru's mercy. When Nityananda Prabhu recognize you, when Nityananda Prabhu accept you, then after Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, then when you have no right to serve Gauranga Mahaprabhu. You understand? There, when after achieving mercy from Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then you are eligible to serve Radharani, because he came as Radha Bhav. Then Radharani will accept you. Then you are now, for a liberated person, Radharani is Mula Guru, Adi Guru. For a conditioned soul, like us, Nityananda. So therefore there is a close connection with Nityananda and Radharani. If Nityananda Prabhu accepts, then Radharani will accept. So we want to lift our coverings. We are discussing why you want to become Dasana Das. Secret is here. Another point. So you see, even we are in Guru Parampara, Sadhu Swamis. Then after Sadhu Swamis, when we are giving Prem Dhoni, what we are saying? Sadhu Goswami Prabhu ki Jai. Then Ananta. Ananta Koti means, what does it mean? Koti means 1 crore, 100 million. Ananta Koti. Unlimited, not thousand, unlimited crore Vaishnavas I want to be of senses. This is your mood. This is your mood. I am so insignificant. I want mercy of unlimited Vaishnavas. And in our Parampara Acharyas, they are connected with, through Guru Parampara, they are connected with Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu, Krishna. So how Guru Tattva descended? How Guru Tattva descending, that we have to know. For the conditioned souls. When Krishna chooses someone, you understand Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, Mahaprabhu's mercy is there. Krishna pleased with service. Mahaprabhu pleased with his service. You have no other desire. Then by Nityananda Prabhu's mercy now eternal potency descended. And by this process, Parampara system is coming. This eternal potency is descending through one Acharyas to another Acharyas, through one Acharyas to another Acharyas. And this eternal potency we call as mercy potency. Mercy potency. And only this mercy potency is powerful to lift our covering. Only this mercy potency. Other things, by our intelligence, we have no power to lift up all these material coverings over the senses. Therefore, we are aspiring always this mercy potency, always praying to Guru. Guru means he is connected with Parampara. And only, like our Gurudev said, Guru means 24-hour busy for Krishna's loving service. No other business. Guru means no other material business. And 24 hours, you want to give pleasure to Krishna and Parampara. Then this mercy potency will descend. When his Guru becomes pleased, then mercy potency descended. And when we serve our spiritual master, when he pleased with our activities, when this mercy potency, according to our surrender, simplicity, according to our simplicity, our service mood, more Guru become pleased, this mercy potency descend to you. And this is powerful. This helps to lift up your coverings. Now we are instructing to mind, just mind, I want to this thing, I want to this thing, I want to chant, I want to sleep, I want to perform spiritual activities, I want to think constantly. It is not happening. You try your best. You can't do it, bhajan. You can't do bhajan. Even by instruction, if you hear so many things, still you can't perform bhajan. You understand? For his conclusion, 7th canto, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Matina Krishna parato sutova mithopapadyate griha pratanam mithopapadyate. Matina Krishna parato sutova. Mind is such thing. By your own endeavor, you can't think Krishna. By own endeavor, you can't think Krishna constantly. Mati na Krishna parata sotava. By others' instruction or by yourself, you are trying to think about Krishna. Not possible. Mitho means both. You will try something and other will give instruction. Is it possible? Even Siddhar Swami mentioning Guru Vakya, Guru is giving some instruction and you are also trying. Is it possible? Still not possible for them. Those are Griha Vrata. Very attached to sense gratifications. For them it is very difficult. Very difficult. They can't think Krishna. Even they will try, even they hear so many things from Guru, still they can't. Why? They are attached. Attached to material objects. Then who can think about Krishna? Who is eligible candidate to think Krishna 24 hours? Next verse. You see next verse. Naisammatistāvatu rukramangi spursyati anarthapagamam yadartham Mahyasam padaraja visekam niskincanam nipronita java. This is Dasamadas Pap, 7th canto. This is discussion between Prahlad Maharaj and Hiranyakashipu. Naisammatistāvatu rukramangi. Unless you accept a pure devotee as life and soul. Life and soul is my life and soul. I am just living in this material world only for a pure devotee. Otherwise I have no need to stay in this world. When you think like that, there is hope. There is hope to kick out this anarthas. Bhakti, jadartham. Anarthopagamam jadartham. Then anarthas, you can give up anarthas. Otherwise, no possible. And where is his conclusion? In Guru Vandana is conclusion. You see Bhagavatam, what Bhagavatam is saying in Guru Vandana? Prem Bhakti Jaha Haite Avidya Vinasa Jate Vedagaya Jaha Chait. See how it connected. Therefore we want to become servant of servant. What Bhagavatam is saying? Narottam Das Thakur doing same thing. By whose mercy only you can achieve Prem Bhakti. And you can eradicate your anarthas, kick out your anarthas. And Narottam Das Thakur is saying, I am not saying, who is saying? Vedegaya Jaharacha. The glory of a pure devotee, even in Veda you can find it out. I am not saying. I am not saying. This is essence of Veda, Narottam Das Thakur saying. Therefore, I want to die. I want to die, Indra. But when he approaching Indra and Indra is not killing, then he praying to Krishna. Krishna, I want to die immediately because I want to be servant of a pure devotees like Narada. Without accepting a pure devotee as life and soul, it is in spiritual life progress is just like hopeless case. Hopeless case. Impossible. So by, like in English you are saying by hook and hook. Yeah. This trick you have to follow. Anyhow I have to develop my attachment. In which way I can develop attachment to a pure devotee? That is secret of success. That is secret of success. Otherwise, no one can help you. No one can help you. Then also 3 things you can't use: your body, mind, and speech. You can't use for Krishna service. First, you cannot fix your mind. Unless you become servant of a pure devotee, you cannot fix your mind. You try. Mind always wants higher instructions. Mind always wants higher command, not instructions. Our Gurudev used to say, higher command. If higher command is there, then mind is okay. If no higher command, mind is crazy mind. Make you crazy any moment. So higher command is there. Otherwise, how it is connected? The higher command is connected. Also, you can see it connected with Guru Vandana. Guru Mukha, Padma Vakya. Why Padma Vakya? Why do you compare to Padma Vakya? Padma means lotus. Lotus is soft, spotless, sweet, everything. Pure. And Guru's word, you have to accept Guru's word, a pure devotee's word like that. Absolute. Absolute. Prabhupada used to say, when my Gurudev used to say something in his lecture, always I was sitting. And this was my qualification. Although I was a Grihastha, now I am realizing. All my god brothers, they are very scholar, sannyasis. But why Gurudev chose me? My Gurudev chose me to preach this message. Only I had a one qualification. What is that? When my Gurudev used to speak, I am sitting there and every word I am accepting as absolute. Every word. This is Padmavati. You can't say this is not possible, it is impossible. When Guru is saying something, you can't even imagine. You can't, don't develop some suspiciousness. Shastra is saying, why Gurudev is saying, no. No. Acharya Manapurusha Veda. Who is Veda? Who is Veda? Acharya is Veda. Acharya Upasana. Beginning Acharya Upasana. Whenever something is coming from Guru's mouth, if you accept it as absolute, that is success. That is success. Therefore, saying Padma Vakya. Padma Vakya. Therefore, Bhagavatam first instruction, try to become servant of a pure devotee, because you are a human being. You will cultivate Krishna consciousness through your mind. We are chanting, we are serving, we are performing some service through mind. If mind is not controlled, how can we get perfect result in Krishna consciousness? And how to control mind? How many processes are there? You are not hearing about this class, huh? You forgot? How you can forget all these things? No. Always you have to remind these things. This is important class, only for mind. Gurudev used to say, Upekkha, first three most important instructions, how to control mind. First one, Upekkha, don't hear the whispering of mind. Mind is always saying something, don't hear. Just remind what my Gurudev said. This is called Upekkha. Upekkha, you understand what is Upekkha Sanskrit word? Like you are saying something, I am hearing but not hearing. How can you say in English? Ignoring. Ignoring. Although looks like hearing what you are saying, but I am not hearing. Yes, mind is, when mind says something, no. Ignore. But we are conditioned soul. We have no power. We have no power. When mind is just forcing us to do something, we are bound to do this thing. So this process is for, how can you say, for higher saintly persons. They can ignore their mind. But we are always accepting, admitting mind's instruction. This is our problem. We are conditioned. What the mind is saying, yeah. But mind is saying this is Krishna's, we think, this is Krishna's desire. But super soul is saying something, this is coming from mind. Yeah, we are conditioned soul like that. When mind saying something, this is Krishna's desire. Yes, Krishna wants I should marry. Yes. Then after suffering, okay, Krishna wants now. Okay, I have to give up everything. Krishna wants. What relationship with you? What relationship you have with Krishna? Krishna has no other relationship, only you want to send a message to your mind, do this thing, do these things. Krishna is not so cheap. Super soul is not so cheap that immediately he will reflect anything to you. Everything is coming from your mind. Unless you feel from desire, super soul will not reflect anything. And if something is coming, take confirmation from sadhu. Therefore, why hearing is important? Why hearing is, here is one point. Why hearing is important? Many thoughts is coming to our mind. You understand? Many thoughts is coming. What to do? Whether I will perform chanting or hearing or archan? How to do? How to know what to do? And whether this is super soul's desire or my desire, how can I know? And just to hear from it, devotee, for no other desire than to please Guru and Krishna. Immediately this topic comes, this confirmation will come. Then, oh, this is Krishna's. Because in my heart this desire is there and this is coming through sadhu, non-confirmation. So it is very difficult to ignore mind. Always we are admitting mind's instruction. That this process is not helpful for us. Sometimes when we are hearing, we are rejecting mind. When you hear more, that time you can get some strength, you can reject mind's instruction. Ignore, otherwise no. Therefore Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying, Sadhu Sangha Bina Kuthata Vaishta. Where is your other auspiciousness activities other than Sadhu Sangha? Only whenever you are performing Sadhu Sangha means you are feeding to your mind, giving some spiritual food to your mind. That is the strength only mind carries. On the strength of these things, by sadhu sangas, only when some problem will come, you can pacify your mind. Otherwise, mind is very stubborn. Who is saying? Arjuna is saying in front of? How can you say this thing in front of Krishna? Krishna is the controller of three worlds, and Krishna is saying, Arjuna is saying mind is stubborn. And Krishna admitting, yes, asansaya mahavahu. Yes, although you are powerful, I know. You are very powerful, but mind is more powerful than Arjuna. Mind is more powerful than you, Arjuna. Krishna admitting this thing. In front of Krishna, Arjuna said, mind is very stubborn. Up to now, at least we are chanting by the strength of Sadhu Guru's mercy. Still now we are continuing our spiritual practice. Always remind, only by Sadhu Guru's mercy. Otherwise, mind is such a crazy element. He can throw you at any moment, anywhere. Any moment, he may drag you to anywhere. Only Sadhu Sangha is our strength. And Sadhu Sangha means fast instruction, accept instruction of spiritual master as absolute. That is best medicine. And second one, how to control mind? Second one, Sadhu Guru Charana Upasanastra. Jahi Vyalikam. You don't know this word, fifth kind of Jada discussion between Jadabharata and Raja Rohupan. Rohupan saying to Jadabharata, you kill your mind. In Oriya, old Mataji, in village, old Mataji saying, oh, if you want to achieve Krishna, then you have to kill your mind. Kill your mind. Killing. How to kill your mind? When you are ignoring, you are killing. But how can you get the strength to ignore your mind? Huh? Sadhu, Guru, Charana, Upasana, Astra. Astra, you understand? Ulpa. This is the best ulpa. Worshipping lotus feet of Sadhu and Guru. Worship means, another thing always you have to remind, worshiping means following his order. Unless you know someone's mood, how can you serve? I want to serve you. First, I have to know your mood, what you like, then I can serve. When you want to serve Sadhu, when you want to serve Vaishnava, when you want to serve Krishna, first you have to know mood. How can you know mood? Then another question comes. How can you know mood? Huh? By association. Huh? This is the answer. By association. Okay. Many people are associating with Sadhu. Why they are not understanding Sadhu's mood? Then another question. They are not simple. They are not simple. If you are not simple, even you associate with sadhu, you cannot cultivate sadhu's mind. Why? Why? This is our fault or sadhu's fault? They are associating with sadhu. Why they are associating with sadhu but not achieving some benefit? Oh, another commentary come to mind. No. We are always reciting this verse. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra. This is Mahaprabhu's instruction. Sarva Shastra ka. Labe matra sadhu Sangha. Where are these teachings? Labe, you know? Not moment. How many thousand you should? 1 second, some part. Labe, this is Srimad Bhagavatam you see. Sarva Siddhi hai. Oh Krishna, Sarva Siddhi means you can achieve perfection. Why it is not happening? Our Gurudev used to say, in our life, we are finding so many higher personalities, but due to our suspiciousness, due to our less sukritis, sometimes very difficult to understand sadhu because we have no sukritis. You can't understand sadhu. Like Duryodhana, he had chance to rectify himself. Vidur is there, Kam Bhishma is there, Krupacharya, Dronacharya. No sukritis, not understand. The thing coming to his mind, even so nice instructions, father is giving, Vidur giving, no. Okay, someone ask another question. You are not asking, I am asking. Just give me answer. Like we were discussing in house program. When Malay sandal, you know? Sandal, there is specific sandal. Its name is Malay. You don't know. Sandalwood, Malay sandalwood in Jagannath Puri. We are using for Jagannath, only for Jagannath. It comes from South India. There is a specific mountain, it is called Malay mountain. And a specific season, air blow. And whenever this air touches any wood, it turns to chandan, except bamboo. Bamboos, not chandan. Why? Bamboo inside, whole air is there. These airs are not allowing sandalwood air to inside. He said, no, you can't come here. This is my place. Many, those are very puffed up. Even they associate with sadhus, they can change their lives. They are like bamboos, inside false ego. They want to measure always sadhu. This is the problem. This is called adhyakikata. Always our mind wants to measure the sadhu, whether he is good or bad. You cannot measure someone. How he surrendered to Krishna, only Krishna knows, his Guru knows. You can't know. You don't know. We don't know. Who is surrendered, so how can you know? If you pray to Krishna, if Krishna will help you, then you can. Mostly, we are always measuring sadhu. This is our first part. Gurudev used to say. And second one, due to our prideness, when we are hearing, we are not allowing Krishna Katha to inside. We are not in simple heart. You are hearing, but not accepting their words as absolute. This is one part. Okay.